Hello, Scorpio. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using The Gilded Tarot by Cyril Marchetti. There's a website. On the bottom here it says Llewellyn.com. Another deck I have from Cyril has usgamesinc.com, I believe. So there's more than one website. If you look him up, though, I'm sure you'll find anything you want by looking up his name. Feel free to freeze frame wherever you need to for whatever information you need. Supportive Oracle Cards, Spellcasting Oracle Cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. There are their full names if you'd like them. I got some websites on the back here. She Who Is Art always pops out to me, but there's a couple other ones there. If you want them, feel free to freeze frame and search them out however you would like to. Okay. Scorpio. That's your first card. I'm already getting this stunned moment. Like, why are we stunned? Why are you stunned? You want something. You want something. Okay, keep going. Like, why would I stop halfway through the reading? Like, I feel like I'm stunned, and then I stutter, and then, like, what's the deal? You want something. You may be surprised, okay? Somebody you feel may not be open to you is very open to you. Somebody, I don't know, somebody you feel like they have more understanding for you than you realize. Because there's something you want. There's definitely something you want. But you're thinking, I feel like the energy that I'm connecting with, if this is going to resonate, you're thinking this person is not really, they're not on the same page. They don't want what you want. For some of you, maybe you even think this person doesn't really care for you. It's the Ten of Swords, but I'm getting this is out of focus. You think something's way off base. What you want, they don't want, or you like this person, or you want to talk to this person. Maybe this is somebody you work with, and you're thinking, I don't think they like me. Or maybe this is like a acquaintance you have in common, and you're like, I'd like to be closer friends with them, but I don't really think they care for me for whatever reason. This person has more compassion for you than you realize. This person actually likes you and thinks very highly of you. They're very quiet and reserved, though. When they have something to say, they do speak their piece, which is usually not a problem for Scorpio. I feel like Scorpio's more, and I don't know, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, you'd rather know where somebody really stands. And if somebody needs to tell you how they feel, you can handle that. Like most, you don't want somebody telling you what they think you want to hear. You want the truth. You can't do anything with lies. I just feel like that's obvious. You can't do anything with lies. You know? If somebody's just sticking around and they're lying to your face, you can't depend on that, because that just means they'll disappear when the lie disappears, so why bother? But this person really does like you. But they're very quiet, they're reserved, I also feel. Like, they keep to themselves, they don't communicate much. I get, definitely, at least with you, I don't feel like they communicate very much. They seem to be off on their own. When I feel their energy looking at you, I feel like they see you as a very busy, very active person, and they won't approach you because they feel like you're busy. I feel like a lot of times they won't approach you because they think you're busy, so they just don't want to get in your way. I don't think you would have a problem with this person approaching you. In fact, you would love it if they did. They look at you like you're a very busy person. You have things to do. They just want to stay out of your way. Yeah, because I get the Strength card as the challenger for them. they don't realize that, like, even though you're busy and you got a lot of things going on, you have time for people. You have time to talk to people. You make time for what you make time for what you want. Okay, that's okay. Because I was saying that because I was like, I felt a little off. If you want to make time for people, if you want to know somebody, you'll make time. You'll make that time. Just because you're constantly busy doesn't mean you don't have time to talk to somebody. I don't know. I just feel like there's a misconnect with, like, not realizing that this person really does think very highly of you, and them not realizing that they could approach you. Something might come in very quickly here. You have the Knight of Pentacles, they have the Knight of Cups, which is very, like, take this with a grain of salt. These are I consider these the single cards. Like, single and self-sufficient and strong. Like, and I feel like that might be another thing, too. Like, whoever this is seems to have a very compatible energy to yours in the sense of, like, they do what they need to do. They're strong to get done what they need to get done. Very self-sufficient. This person is also, like you, very self-sufficient. I'm also, like, I saw this card right off in the beginning, so it doesn't have to be a love reading, but, like, if there's somebody you really like but you don't think they like you, maybe they do. For a lot of you, though, it could be like a business connection where you're thinking, I want to go for a promotion, or I want to be a part of this situation, but I don't think those people over there really like me. They do really like you. They may just be very reserved and quiet and not very communicative, so you don't realize it. Is there an opportunity coming forward, or is there a possibility of an opportunity coming forward? Are we going to miss out? Wait a minute. This card was face down. If you want the situation to change, this is definitely like a wild card to me. The way it's currently heading, okay, if this reading hits, if this resonates with you, the way this is heading, if you just let it go, if you just let it be the way it's currently going, it's not going to change. But if you want this to change, you have the power to change it. You're going to have to make the clear, distinct choice, and you're going to have to, like, put yourself out there. You don't want to do that? Cool, it's not going to change. That's all they're saying. If you want it to change, you're going to have to move forward in some respect. Be careful. Be very careful. I'm saying this and I'm like, make sure the person in reality is talking to you. I don't know why, because it's something just popped into the side of my head. Like, some people every morning have a bowl of Crazy-O's, I'm just saying. So, not that Scorpio is known for that, but there's just, I'm seeing something here, like, respectfully go towards this person and start a conversation and see where they take it. Don't just, like, run forward. Don't just run forward and be like, hey, I know you like me. I heard on this reading. Don't have a bowl of Crazy-O's. I don't know why. I just kind of got that off to the side. Like, wait a minute. Let's keep our feet on the floor on this one. Start a respectable conversation. If they're talking to you in real time, even if it's like, if you're sending them an email, they should be having a conversation back. And, like, you don't have to read between the lines. There's no reading between the lines with this one. Directly say what you're thinking. If they don't respond, then just walk away. This isn't working. If you directly say what you're thinking and they give you a response back, what they tell you, they're literally thinking. So I feel like whoever this is very direct. There's a lot of earth with them. The King and Queen of Pentacles is on their side. If they have something to say, they will say it. There won't be innuendos. It'll be very direct. It won't be, you won't have to look for the signs. There's no reading between the lines on this one. So, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Just, I wouldn't show up at this person's door. If you follow me on that. Don't do that. Start a communication. Text, email, whatever you got to do. Call them, whatever you got to do, and see what happens from there. If they're not taking your calls or they're not responding to your messages, they're saying this might be a miss. So maybe just walk on from it. Leave it where it is. If they don't talk to you real time, then this was a miss. Because like I'm getting like, this is a general read, so we want to keep our feet on the floor about it, you know. But they're also saying if you want this to change, it's somebody who likes you more than you think. But they're also very grounded. They will respond to you in real time. They will tell you directly what they're thinking. So if you're kind of like, you know, I was thinking about you the other day and I was thinking about this situation, but I wasn't sure how well you really care for how I do things. So, but I thought I'd check with you anyway. They will have some type of response going, oh no, I love the way you do things, but blah, 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 blah. Or they'll say, well, the way you do things is different than the way I do things, but I don't have a problem with it, blah, 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 blah. They'll be very direct is what I'm getting. I don't think you have a problem with that. I feel like that's fine. I don't see Scorpio having an issue with people being direct. I think it's more upsetting when people tell you what you think they want to hear. And again, this one, there's no reading between the lines with this person. They're direct. They'll tell you what they mean. If they don't respond, then all right, this is a general read. But if they don't respond, okay, this is a miss. Walk away from it. Because I'm getting, you might have the chance to create something really great here. Is that abundance? What is that? Fertility. Fertility with the Ten of Pentacles, you might have the chance to start something really great here. But, you know, start with the conversation. Open up a conversation. That's how this changes. That's how this makes sense. Open up the conversation. They have to respond directly. They're a very direct person. I'm getting over and over again. There's no reading between the lines here. Go ahead, start that conversation. You'll build something very stable. You might be extremely shocked. They might be really, like, you might be, like, shocking them. You coming towards them, it's something that feels like it comes out of the blue to them. They're not expecting it, but they very much like it. Whatever this is, if you do have a romantic interest, this doesn't have to be romantic for everybody. Like, I just bouncing back and forth between, like, business, personal, you know. If it does go that way, it's going to start on their side as more of a friendship, but it will develop farther. You might just have to give it some time in, like, communicating back and forth directly, but you just give it some time and they'll get there. They might start it off as a friendship and then build from there, because this seems to come out of the blue from them. I don't think they were considering it to go there, just so you know. Especially with, I'm going to go a little farther with the romantic thing, just in case that hits for some of you. Maybe this person at one point did have romantic interest in you, but for whatever reason, they thought that was a no-go, because they have the Five of Cups and the Two of Swords. When you start talking to them again, the more direct you become, they'll be direct with you back. Like, there's no reading between the lines with this person. In fact, if you've dated this person in the past and for whatever reason you said, we're going to let this go to the wayside, we're not going to go anywhere with it, they might even acknowledge that. Like, oh, I thought you weren't really interested, so I kind of moved on. You'll be like, well, this is what was going on at the time, but over the years, I've thought about you, and I thought I really rather that had gone somewhere. It just didn't. Healing might need to occur here. There may have to be some time for the healing to happen, but it all starts with that direct communication. Nothing happens without your direct communication. If you don't directly communicate with this person, I just feel like it kind of dissipates. No, I shouldn't say dissipates. It doesn't change. That's what I should say. It doesn't change where it currently is. If you start the communication directly, they'll tell you honestly what they're thinking and feeling in that moment. Healing will occur. Things will move forward. And over some time, you might be able to bring back something you thought was lost. Just so you know. I feel like that's enough. I feel like I need to stop it there. It doesn't have to go the romantic route. This could be that business route too again. Remember where you thought maybe this group of people or this person doesn't like me, so they're not going to help me. I don't have any chance for promotion or advancement over there. Start the conversation. They'll be very direct with you what they're thinking. You might be able to build something there that you didn't think you really had the chance to. Give it a shot. I mean, Scorpio, you guys are pretty daring when you want to be, so. Again, they'll be very direct with you what they're thinking. They're going to tell you flat out. There's no reading between the lines here. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below with the same email. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day.